of friends decide to rob a bank, but they have problems. They have stories. They make you sympathize with them and you kind of want them to succeed. After a series of comical events, the D-Day arrives. Surprise, surprise, the events that unfold after that aren't something that you can fathom otherwise. One after other, there is surprise mixed with a feeling of gloom. And that, my friend, is Elephants in the Room by Suraj Lakshmi Narayan. Hi guys, I'm Manpreet. I make book related videos on this channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this book. I'm going to give you a spoiler free review of this crime novel that I recently read. I read it in June. Does that count as recently? But I am working with the author to review this book, and without further ado, let's get started with this one. So before I start with the review, you guys might think, Manpreet, if you read it in June, why are you reviewing it in December? It's because I read this book before it was published, and the author was like, Manpreet, if you like it and if you give us a review that we can publish on our book to help our sales, then we'll put up the review. So I have my review over here on the page 2, Manpreet Kaur, Indian Booktuber. And you can read the review over here as well. I think all my favorite booktubers and even one of my favorite bookstagrammers have reviewed this book. Over here, I can see Sankalpita, I can see Heli, I can see Reader with Vidya Thakkar. So yeah, this is the first book that actually has my name as Indian Booktuber in it, which is, I suppose, something to celebrate. So I'm really happy about that. Now, coming to the spoiler-free review of this book, whether you should read this book or not, is it even worth reading? Let's tell you about that. So, it is actually a debut crime novel of the author set in Chennai. It's actually a deep story about the life of several characters which are a part of this book, and there are several twists and turns that come into their life which I cannot give away because, yeah, no spoilers, yeah. I normally do not talk about where the book is set in. There's a reason why I said the book is set in Chennai, because right when you begin, the first thing that I noticed about reading this book was how the author has brought the character of Chennai in the books. So if you're kind of like me who sometimes likes to read books that give you the character of the city, then yes, this book can be something that you like. It's a book that digs deep into the city of Chennai, capturing the vibe, the rush, the food, and the culture in painstakingly details. Then everything else, like story, plot, characters, nothing matters but the real, like the character, the setting of the book is what impresses you. Then this book is definitely going to impress you, provided that you want to read about Chennai. So when I discuss the plot, obviously it's a crime novel. I cannot give you much on what the plot is, except for the fact that there's a bank heist plan and all that stuff, and stuff really takes different turns. But the book's pace is slow. Keep that in mind. It's not that racy, thrilling kind of crime novel. It's a very smoothly paced novel. So I wouldn't say that everybody likes those kind of crime novels. I mean, I am sometimes in the mood when I do not like those kind of crime novels. Like if I'm looking for an airport read, this is not the one. But if you're looking for something which is cherishable, which is enjoyable, and you can just slowly and smoothly read it and enjoy it, then this book can be the one that you like. That being said, it might be a slow novel, but it is definitely a page-turning novel because, I mean, writing is really good, and the character and the whole vibe of the book is really good. And it's a thick one, so, you can read it for a long time if you're not intimidated by thick books. Now that I have mentioned the writing style, I do want to say that what I loved about this author is that he has tried to capture every detail, not just of the setting, but also of the characters. Like every character has a backstory, and every backstory is something that resonates with your heart or touches your heart. I really like that fact about this author and how he has put in the detail, and actually the manner in which he has put in all those details and all those backstories and all those little things that you will love about the characters. I really liked that in the writing part, though it's in the plot part. Like, I am not even trying to segregate my reviews from now onwards into plot, writing, and characters, because everything is mixed. A book is a mix of all. One thing I liked and disliked about the book, I mean, I disliked it in the way that I liked it very much, is that the author plays mind games with you. He makes you expect something, okay? He makes you read the pages, he makes you enjoy it, and then he makes you expect something, and that doesn't happen. So you are like, okay, I really, like, I'm irritated, but okay, I'm happy that you did that. I mean, I'm happy that you made me go that way and then surprised me like that. So Yeah, that is there in this book. One thing I do want to mention is that the book takes a while to build up, okay? And it goes on a bit slowly because it ties into so much of backstories, into so much of characterization of the space, of the world, and of the characters and all that stuff, okay? I don't want to use the fancy names because who cares about the fancy, bookish literary stuff. We just want to know whether the book is good or not. So, discussing that, it takes a while to build up. So, if you are like a person with less patience and you really want to get to the bank heist part and know about all those twists and turns, then you might get a little bit disappointed, okay? But honestly, I cannot imagine how the book is so smooth and so slowly paced, and still the author manages to hit you with unexpected events, and you're so curious, and he just makes it like, oh my god, what just happened? Because there are so many instances in this book which make you feel like that, and I really, really, really like that about this book. It's kind of a crime novel which I haven't read much. Okay, I have read a lot of thrilling crime novels. I have read a lot of Agatha Christie. I have read a lot of The Woman in Window, Girl in the Train types, and I don't think I have read a novel like this one, which is something you can, cherish, not just like, okay, read it, finish it, and just go on with it. It is something that you can cherish when it comes to the writing, when it comes to the whole book. So, I really like that about this book. Lastly, I would just answer the main question, Manpreet. Who should read this book and who should not read this book? Basically, this book is for the people who like the detail in the crime novel, who like the setup and the execution, and who like the characters and the stories. The person who can enjoy all of that detail would love this book, and others may probably not enjoy this one that much. Okay, so overall I gave this book 4 or 5 stars. I really like this book. So that's it for the review of this book. I'm actually really happy because I read bits and pieces of this book once again, because I wanted to be sure that after so many months, am I still in love with this book? Because that happens sometimes. You love the book um in your life, and then a few years later, a few months later, you do not like that book. So I wanted to be sure before I put on this review, and I read bits and pieces of it, and I really love everything I just said in this whole review video. Yes, if you end up picking up this book, do let me know in the comments down below. And if you have read this book already, let me know if you liked it, if you like this kind of crime novels. I haven't discussed this type of crime novels much on my channel. So do you like such kind of crime novels which are slowly building and nice and curious and a lot of other adjectives? Do you like that kind of novels? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, make sure you hit a thumbs up, share this with your friends. If you think your friends may like this kind of novel, then please, please, please share my video. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every other day. And that's it for today's video. This might be signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon. Do you see that this is matching? I didn't plan this.